Did you know a tiny seed holds the secret to feeding the world? Yes, seeds, those small, unassuming specks of life, are indeed powerhouses of potential. They are the humble beginnings of the towering trees, the vibrant flowers, the nourishing vegetables, and the aromatic herbs that grace our world. Each seed carries within it the promise of life, the whisper of growth, and the magic of transformation. Today, we are going to demystify the art of growing a garden from scratch. So, let's embark on this exciting journey of seed starting simplified. But you may ask, why should I start from seeds? Well, let's dive right into that. Imagine walking into a garden center and being overwhelmed by the myriad of plants already in full bloom. It's tempting to take these home and skip the seed stage entirely. But starting from seeds has its unique perks. Firstly, it's cost-effective. Buying packets of seeds is generally much cheaper than buying the same number of plants. A few dollars can get you dozens, even hundreds of seeds, translating to a garden full of lush, vibrant plants. Secondly, starting from seeds offers you a wider variety of plants to choose from. Many plant varieties are not available as seedlings in your local nursery, but with seeds, you can grow nearly any plant you fancy. From exotic flowers to uncommon herbs and vegetables, the world is your oyster. And finally, there's the sheer satisfaction of growing from scratch. There's something magical about watching a tiny seed transform into a beautiful, thriving plant. It's a journey filled with anticipation, nurturing, and ultimately, the joy of witnessing life unfold right before your eyes. Just think about it. Each seed you plant is a promise of a future bloom, a future harvest. And with each seed, you're not just growing plants, you're also growing as a gardener, gaining experience, knowledge, and confidence. As you can see, starting from seeds gives you a wider variety, saves you money, and brings unparalleled satisfaction. Choosing the right seeds is a crucial step in the gardening journey. It's not just about picking your favorite flowers or vegetables, it's about understanding the environment they'll be growing in and the space they'll occupy. Consider the climate of your region. If you're in a cooler climate, hardy plants like kale or pansies might be your best bet. For warmer climates, tomatoes and marigolds could be the perfect fit. Each seed packet usually comes with a hardiness zone indicator, so make sure to check that before making your decision. Space is another factor to consider. If you've got a sprawling backyard, feel free to dream big with pumpkins or sunflowers. But if you're working with a small balcony or windowsill, compact plants like herbs or dwarf varieties of vegetables will be more suitable. Lastly, think about your personal preferences. What do you enjoy eating? What flowers do you find most beautiful? Do you want a garden teeming with wildlife? Answering these questions will guide you towards the seeds that will bring you the most joy. Remember, the choice of seed can make or break your gardening experience, so take your time, do your research, and choose wisely. Your future garden depends on it. Before we start planting, let's gather all the necessary materials. First up, we need seeds. You can choose based on your preference, be it flowers, vegetables, or herbs. Next, you'll need some pots or seed trays. These can be of any material, but make sure they have drainage holes. Now let's talk about soil. A seed starting mix is preferable as it's light and allows for easy germination. Moving on, you'll need a watering can or spray bottle to gently hydrate your seeds. Remember, seeds love humidity, so consider getting a plastic cover or a humidity dome for your trays. And of course, don't forget labels to remember what you planted where. Last but not least, you'll need a sunny windowsill or a grow light so your seeds get the light they crave. And there you have it. With these materials at hand, you are ready to start your seed planting journey. Now that we have all our materials, it's time to get our hands dirty. Firstly, let's start by filling our pots or seed trays with a good quality seed starting mix. This mix is designed to be light and well draining, providing an optimal environment for the seeds to germinate. Remember, it's crucial to avoid overfilling or compacting the soil. We want to give the seeds room to breathe and grow. Once our pots are filled, we move on to sowing the seeds. The depth at which you plant your seeds can be a game changer. As a general rule of thumb, the seed should be planted at a depth twice its width. Use a pencil or a dibber to make a hole, drop the seed in, and lightly cover it with soil. Next, it's time to water our freshly sown seeds. Watering needs a gentle touch. We don't want to wash away our seeds or compact the soil. A spray bottle comes in handy here, providing a gentle mist that moistens the soil without disturbing the seeds. Once the seeds are watered, they need a cozy environment to germinate. Covering the pots with a plastic bag or a propagator lid can create a mini greenhouse effect, maintaining humidity and warmth, which are vital for seed germination. Lastly, but certainly not least, labeling. It might seem like a step you can skip, especially if you're planting only one type of seed, but trust me, it's a lifesaver. As seedlings start to sprout, it can be challenging to tell them apart. So grab a marker and write down the name of the plant and the date of sowing on a plant label, stick it in the pot, and voila, no more guessing games. Now all that's left is patience. Germination can take anywhere from a few days to a couple of weeks, depending on the type of seeds you've planted. Keep the soil moist but not waterlogged, and place your pots in a warm spot with plenty of light. And just like that, you have successfully started your seeds. Now, the real excitement begins as we watch our seeds grow into flourishing plants. Taking care of your seedlings is as important as planting them. Indeed, nurturing these young sprouts is a crucial step in the journey of growing your garden from seed. Like any young life, seedlings need attention, love, and the right conditions to grow. Let's start with sunlight. Seedlings crave light, and lots of it. They need around 14 to 16 hours of sunlight per day. A sunny windowsill can do the trick, but be mindful of the potential for cold drafts or scorching heat, which could harm your delicate seedlings. Next, watering. This can be a bit of a balancing act. Too little water, and your seedlings will dry out and wither. Too much water, and you risk drowning them or promoting disease. The golden rule here is to keep the soil consistently moist, but never soggy. Finally, transplanting. This is the process of moving your seedlings from their initial pot to a larger one or directly into your garden. It's a big step for your little plants, and it's important to get it right. Wait until your seedlings have at least 2 sets of true leaves and are a couple of inches tall before you consider this move. Remember, the key to healthy seedlings is careful observation and gentle handling. These little guys are the future of your garden, and they're relying on you to provide what they need to grow. With proper care, your seedlings will grow into healthy, strong plants. Once your seedlings have grown, it's time for the next big step, transplanting. This is a pivotal moment in the life of your plants, a transition that can set the stage for their future growth and vitality. Transplanting is more than just moving a plant from one place to another. It's a delicate process that requires careful planning and gentle handling. The first thing to consider is when to transplant. The perfect time is typically when your seedlings have at least 2 sets of true leaves and a robust root system. Now let's get down to the business of transplanting. Start by preparing the new home for your seedlings. If you're moving them outdoors, make sure the soil is well prepared, rich in organic matter, and free of weeds. If you're transplanting into bigger pots, ensure they offer ample space for the roots to spread and grow. When removing your seedlings from their original pot, it's crucial to be gentle. Hold the seedling by its leaves, not the stem, as damaging the stem can harm the plant. Then place the seedling in its new home, covering the roots with soil and watering it immediately. Remember, transplanting can be a shock to your plants, so it's important to help them acclimate to their new environment. Protect them from harsh weather conditions initially, and gradually expose them to their new surroundings. Transplanting may seem challenging, but with patience and care, your plants will thrive in their new environment. Let's quickly recap what we've learned today. We've discovered the magic in a tiny seed, the benefits of starting a garden from scratch, and the importance of choosing the right seeds for your climate and space. We've identified the essential materials needed, walked you through the seed starting process, and shared tips on caring for your seedlings. We've also guided you through transplanting and beyond. Now it's your turn to start your seed journey. Happy gardening!